we know that the simplest type of Dart functions look like this, where we have a keyword void at the beginning, we have the name of the function, we have a set of parentheses, which we'll keep empty, and then we have our curly braces. And inside these curly braces are all of the instructions that are repeated that we need to use in different places in our code. And when we want to call this function to activate it, we call it by its name, like so. Applying that to our code, let's go up here and create a new function. So we'll start off with the void keyword. We'll call it, you can call it anything you want, but let's call it change dice face. And I'm going to add a set of empty parentheses. Now, to complete building our function, all we need to add now are a set of curly braces. And it's inside these curly braces where we'll add the blocks of code which are repeated across our code, namely updating our left dice number and updating our right dice number. You can see that all of this is the same. So let's cut that out of the onPressed and let's paste it into our new function. And we can now, instead of having to write all those lines of code, we can simply call it by its name, which is change dice face. So now when our flat button gets pressed, the onPress listener gets triggered and it looks to find this function with a name of change dice face. It finds it right here and it calls set state, changes the left dice number, changes the right dice number. So now we can put that in here as well. And we're going to call change dice face down here too. And now this code is no longer repeated in two places. Or maybe if you had more dice, there would be more places that would be needed. Now, if you were wondering why we couldn't take out the expanded widget and the repeated flat button widget or the repeated onPressed, we're going to answer that in a few modules because we need to learn a bit more about widgets before we can do that. In the next lesson, I've got one final boss level challenge for you, and it's to build an app of your own. So once you're ready, head over there and be ready to face off the end of level boss. And I'll see you on the next module.